Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be me starting my super hots and hot peppers. I'm not a pepper freak like I am a tomato freak. I am slowly learning more about peppers now that we have the pepper Facebook group, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. And the reason I say that is because I'm not really sure which of these are going to be super hots, which of these are going to be hots. I think I kind of have an idea of it. But what I do know, what I have heard about super hots especially, is that they can take 8 weeks to germinate. They can take that long. So it is the middle of February. And I'm going to start these. I figure even if I'm starting them too early, at least it'll give me a chance. I mean, I doubt I'm starting them too early. I probably could have started them a week or so ago. But I have a fairly large growing season for peppers. I'm in growing zone 7A. So I think I have a good amount of time that if some of them don't germinate, I could restart them again. So that's the plan. I'm going to start as much as I can today, and I'm going to start in different ways. So I've got my AHopeGardens here. I haven't decided if I'm going to just do one AHopegarden because my tomatoes, I want to start some of my dwarf tomatoes because I'd like to have what I'm calling this year my garage tomatoes ahead of time, like really going, or they could be my basement tomatoes. You know, up to a good size. That way I can have an early harvest with some dwarf tomatoes. So I'm thinking that maybe I wanted to start next week some dwarves. So I might not do both of the AHopeGardens. I also have, I'm going to try in a couple of different ways of starting seeds this year. I got these, what is this? I got these off Amazon. They were only like a couple bucks each. I got 10 of them, I think, for 20. I'll link them down below. They're not very sturdy, so I'm thinking if I enjoyed them this year, starting seeds, that I may invest in some like bootstrap farmer ones, which that's something I will suggest. Maybe I should have just invested in but I don't know if this is how I want to start seeds. But one suggestion I have is that invest your money in some bootstrap farmer 1020 trays, if this is what you start in. They are incredible. They are so durable. These are on their 3rd year and they still feel like I just bought them yesterday. I actually just invested in 30 more of the colorful ones, so I'm super stoked about those. The colors are so bright and beautiful and just fun. So I'm thinking about starting peppers in these, as well as starting some hot peppers. And this is what I've done in the past. And it works. It's worked pretty well. Oh goodness, it's heavier. Okay. So it's another, and that's another reason. Bootstrap farmer, I would not be able to hold with one hand. The plastic and most of the ones that you buy just crack and split in half. But I can hold this, and this is pretty heavy, in one hand. But usually what I'll do is I'll start in these, and these are, what are these? 3-inch pots, I think, or 2-inch pots. 2-inch pots. I think it's 2 by 3-inch pots is what these are. And you get 30, you can fit 32 in a 1020 tray. But I usually start 4 seeds in each one of these, and then I up pot them once they sprout. So I'm gonna do that too. So gardening and seed starting, all of that, I just feel it's like a big experiment. And I'm always trying to improve upon each year how I do things. I like to try new things and see what works better for me. I implore you all to do the same, because it's not always going to be the same outcome for everyone. And sometimes things just work better in different circumstances for different people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying a bunch of different things. I will say, the AHopeGardens, as far as tomato starting, it sprouts seeds in less than a week. I've had some sprout up out of this in 4 days. And that's incredible. Most I've ever had when I've started in soil is, I think, a week, 7 or 8 days. So I did a video a few days ago on how I upgraded my Hope Garden so that I could get the maximum seed starting space in them. So I'll link that video down below. But this one holds, I think it's 28 or 29 little hydro baskets. So I'll be able to start 29 seeds here. And so what I've done is I've made like a little grid for myself. So I've just kind of mapped it out on here. And I'm going to write down on this piece of paper what has been started where. And what I'll probably do is have a different variety for each thing. I'll have a different variety for each pod. I think that's what I'll do, just to see how well each variety will germinate in the AHopegarden. One seed per cell in this, and then 4 seeds per cell in these. So it'll be one variety for 32 cells for 4 seeds, one in each corner. And then these will need to be up potted once they get big enough. I don't have humidity domes, but as far as super hots go, I think it's beneficial to have a humidity dome. So I have one on Amazon and ordered a few of those. Because that's one thing, if you're starting in soil, you don't want your, when you're trying to germinate, you don't want your soil to dry out too much. And I keep, and my seed starting station, I'll show a little clip of it right here. It's down in the basement, and that's where we have our wood pellet stove, and it's going right now because it's February, and it gets pretty hot down there, so it's a really good place to germinate seeds. And I'm hoping I don't have any problem germinating super hots. We'll see. I've heard that it can be, you know, hit or miss. So all right, well, first of all, I got to find all my super hots. So because of the Facebook group, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap, I've collected quite a few more varieties of peppers. I have an order that I got from Matt's Peppers. I did a video on this seed haul. So I think a lot of these are hot peppers. I'm actually just gonna do, I really don't know what's super hot and what's hot. Like some of them I'm not even sure if they're hot, unless it says sweet. Like this one says sweet Palermo. So that one will get started. I think I'm gonna start my sweets next week, and I'll kind of do the same. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll have one for hot peppers and then one for sweet peppers. I think that's what I'll use my AHopegarden for. I'll try to germinate some sweet and hots in each of these and see how quickly they work. That way I can report back to you guys whether these are good seed starting for peppers, because I know they're good for micro dwarf tomatoes. So I've got my haul from Matt's Peppers. Ooh, I need to put my stickers away. All right, I'm gonna go through and pick out. A lot of these says sweet peppers on them. Aji Fantasy, Doe Hill. I'm pretty sure these are all sweets. Nikita, Marconi Golden. We'll get started next weekend, next weekend or the weekend after, as far as sweet peppers go, because I'm just going hog wild and I'm gonna start pretty much everything I have and see what I end up with. Last year I started a bunch and a bunch ended up being duds. There was something that happened to the tray. I'm not really sure, but most of that tray did not germinate, or they germinated and then they didn't do well. So I don't know whether it was the soil I used or the humidity dome. I don't know. So I'm going overboard this year because I have Pepperville that I'm trying to fill up this year. So I need a lot of sweet and hot peppers. And I did get another 14-inch binder, and it's gonna be my hot pepper binder. I'm just gonna have sweet and hots in the same binder since I don't really have that much, but you know, at some point, someday, I might be able to upgrade to 2 binders, one for each, but we'll see. Purple UFO is hot, I know that. I've heard the Bequinos are hot except for red. I heard red was sweet, so I think I just saw a Bequino in here. Is it Bequino? I don't know. Coyote teeth. Kind of sounds hot, is it? We'll start it today. It's not going to be that big of a deal if I have. Is Peter Pepper? Peter pepper hot? I don't know. Count Dracula, that looks hot. Oh, these are Basket of Fire, Wicked, Jalapeno, Dragon's Breath. Collage Between the Lines is like a smaller pepper. So I think I'm gonna start, I only have 3 seeds left and one of them doesn't look that great. So I think I'm gonna start one of these. And fish pepper. I wanna start one of these too right now because everybody keeps telling me how beautiful and wonderful this one is. So I'm excited to start it. I'm just gonna start. I'm not sure, I think they're hot. Fish pepper's hot right now? I don't know. Oh, Nymphadora. This one's from Woodland Creations. That one's definitely getting started. Oh, Bulgarian Carrot. That's a hot one. Oh, Sugar Rush Stripey. That was really pretty last year. I like that one. Purple Flash. I'm not sure, but it's getting started. That one's from Woodland Creations too. All right, and then I also have this entire container is full of peppers. A lot of these are going to be sweet because I just got into hot peppers this year. Chocolate habanero. Yeah, going to be doing that one. This is Red Robin Micro Dwarf. That doesn't belong in there. Put that over there. Ah, Big Black Mama. This one's got 1 million Scoville. That's a hot one. Mad Hatter. Ooh, Brain Strain X Reaper. That's a hot one. So I will be uploading a video right after this telling you exactly all the varieties of super hots and hots that I did start on this day. I think what I'm going to start with is this AHopegarden here. Okay. Over. So I've got my markers that I like to use. And I've got some old tags from the garden last year. I'm going to try to reuse those. This is an industrial Sharpie. See, it's got the red writing. This is the writing from last year. It spent all summer through rain, water, and all winter through freezing temperatures, and it still looks like that. So, industrial Sharpies. So, I think I've decided that I will, yeah, I'm going to do this one. One that has the more. So, let me lift this up so you can maybe see a little bit better. So I've got those in there, but now I have the sponges in this bowl here soaking, so I'm going to put these in. They're sopping wet. This isn't completely filled with water, but once I have all the seeds in here, I will fill it with water and plug it in, because obviously it's not plugged in right now. I will link this one down below if you're interested. And anything I link down below, if you go through my link to order, I would greatly appreciate it because it helps my channel. Because that is my affiliate link. Anything I link down below, I link it through my affiliate link. So if you do purchase from that link, I do get a small kickback. So I do appreciate if you order through that. Anything you buy, if you go on there and you go through my link from any of my videos and you end up searching for something else and finding something else that you purchase, if you purchase it through that link, even if I haven't linked that particular item, I will still get a kickback from it. So you don't have to buy specifically what I put down in the description. You just have to go through one of my links and then search for stuff and then purchase. Okay, so I've got them all in there. And for this, I'm probably just going to do 1 seed in each pod of a variety. And I am going to write on the front of this the day that I started, put a little piece of tape. I'll write it here too. So, we'll do Purple Phantom. I may redo this because it's... Usually I'll do stuff real sloppy the first time around and then want to go back because I don't like the way it looks and I'll redo it. So, and honestly, like the circles are not big enough for me to like write the words in. I mean, I guess I could if I did it in pen, so maybe I'll get a pen and do it. Okay, so Purple Phantom. So I wrote down in the top left corner, Purple Phantom, and then I will put Purple Phantom seed right in that little top left corner. And I'm gonna do that and go through and do that with every single pod with this pile that I've got here. Now, to keep this video from being 4 hours long, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next tray and show you how I'm gonna do that one. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes, you know, even when I watch YouTube, I like to see the process of what people do. It gets me excited to do it myself. It gives me motivation to do it myself instead of someone just telling me. Watching them do it just puts it in my brain like, you can do that, go do it. So you're welcome. All right, let me set this aside. I'll come back to it and finish it. All right, the next one, I'll put that there. I don't want it to get wet. We'll do this one here. This is a little drier. I wish it was a little bit more moist. I'll moisten it afterwards. When you start seeds, you really should start them in moist soil or dampened soil. I know some people don't like that word moist, but I am going to do, I thought about doing the same thing where I just wrote it down, but then that would just take too long. So what I think I'm doing here is I'm starting 3, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So for this, what I'm doing is I'm gonna do, so let's see, I started 1 Purple Phantom, so I wanna do some more Purple Phantoms. Or maybe I'll do, I'm gonna do 1 in the I'm gonna do 1 each in the AHopegarden, and then I'll do 2 of that same variety in here. And just this first cup in this first row. And then after that, I'll do 3 and 3. That's what I'll do, 3 and 3. All right, so I have a special tool that I like to use to poke these down. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, well, dang it, I can't find it. So I've got these things that I bought off Amazon. They sort of look similar. I wanted to do some jewelry making, so I bought these. It's like these little, it's like this little silicone. It's got 2 different ends, and then it's got a metal. I think I'll use this one. It's got the biggest metal doohickey. So I'm just gonna take the little metal piece, and I'm just gonna gently press it down in there. You put seeds twice as deep as they are large. And that's it. Frost. And then, like I said, I'll do 1, 2, 3, another variety, stick it here, and then 3 in this one. So I'll do the varieties that I don't have marked in the AHopegarden, and I'll do 3 of those. Then we're gonna get the big heavy one here. And then, like I said before, this one's gonna get 4 seeds per container. Ooh, I thought that was a bug. Not a bug, not a bug. Scared me. It's the funniest thing. I love to play in dirt, but I'll still jump at spiders. They're everywhere. There's creepy crawlies in the dirt everywhere. But if, like, I'm not focused on doing something and I see something squirm, I lose my shit. Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do 4 datil. So let me label here. I'll do the one closest that you all can see. We'll do this right here. Get 4 seeds. These are new to me. I don't think I tried growing these last year. I think I just got these. 4 seeds. And once I have started all these, I'm going to put them in my binder. It's like so exciting. So I just do 1 seed each of the 4 corners. And then I'm going to press those down. I'm going to use this little silicone side. I think that will work better. Cover them with dirt. I have done seed starting videos in the past. I'll try to link them down below, but this is my 3rd year doing seed starting videos. But there you go. So I'm going to do that 31 more times in this tray with 31 more different varieties. I will be writing down once I've got all these started, I will write down all the varieties that have started, and maybe I'll throw up a picture of the list. And I do that every year. I keep a list of all the seeds that I've started. That way I know, you know, what, because I still have stuff coming in the mail, and it gets kind of confusing as to like, oh, did I start this already? So I keep a list of all the things that I've started when I've started them, the date that I started them in a notebook, as well as like written down. Like I'm going to, again, put February 13th on here. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you, I'll do a little clip of what they all look like when they're all put in their place, ready to go. Okay, so I didn't show this before. I did end up getting the humidity domes. They sit on there better. I just have been messing with them and looking at them. So I've had them on the peppers. I planted these. You can see one of the babies right there. I planted these, is it 9 days ago? 10 days ago? 9. It was Tuesday, the day I had off of work because of snow. And it's now the next week, Thursday. And I just want to show you. So much for taking 8 weeks to germinate with some of these hot ones. And I have to say, they're germinating a lot better in these 3x2 pots. And let me show you these other. I don't know why that is, but here's the other. This is the, what is it, 128 cell tray. Now we do have some babies. There's one popping up. They are, I put some perlite on the top. That's what's all over the top of it here. So you can see there's some popping up, but they're definitely not germinating as quick as this. So I don't know if that has something to do with the cell tray, or maybe I kept this one a little more moist, or I don't know. So we're gonna see in the next few days if there's more of these that are germinating. I think the heat mat is on. Let me see. Maybe I don't have the heat. Nope, it's on. Is it not as warm? Oh yeah, this heat mat here is definitely warmer than this one. That's probably what's up. I wonder why. I did buy them at different times. They're 2 different heat mats, so I guess I'll need to make sure I get this heat mat. Which one is this one? I'll have to look, but this one is definitely not as warm. So that definitely makes a difference, the heat coming from your heat mat. So if you're trying to germinate hot peppers in a quicker manner, get yourself a heat mat. Same thing with tomatoes. They'll germinate within just a few days on a heat mat. Like seriously, a few days. But that's the update on the pepper starts. So pretty cool. Give you a little peek at all the other fun stuff that I have no room for anymore. I gotta get the greenhouse figured out. And these are not on a heat mat. This is the one I planted with hot peppers. But looky there. They even have germination in these. Yeah, there you go. You can see the little white root. So even these have started to germinate after 9 days. That one's just beginning. You can start to see the little white root coming off the side there. That's it germinating. So it won't be long until I need to up pot these.